Okay, hello, welcome back to another one of my videos. Hope you're doing very well. You're probably wondering, what is the music and why am I on Fortnite? As you can see on the screen, they have done a recap of the Alan Wake game in anticipation for Alan Wake 2. The music, which is the ongoing joke with me and Sean, it's like a Christmas song, but whenever we play Fortnite, I just keep it on the whole year round. And it's nearly Christmas, so you know, it's not too out of place. So yeah, I don't know how long this is, but I just thought it was a really cool idea because I'll react to the IGN recap as well. But I think first, I was intrigued as to what they were going to do with it with Fortnite. So let's have a look at this. So yeah, I've already done it as private. So can I just go into it? So let's just play. That's my character, obviously. But yeah, let's see what it is. Oh, here we go. God, it took a while. Okay. Okay. This is so weird.
In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. And 13 years ago, I found myself in a horror story of my own making.
Aim flashlight at the text. Oh, that's clever.
I used to live in New York City with my wife, Alice. I wrote crime novels starring a fictional detective named Alex Casey. They made me famous. But then I killed off Casey.
Okay, so I need to go in there. Collect flask. Funny. Okay, there's 6 in this game. So let's see if there's any benefit to collect them all. Okay. I can't go through these doors though, can I? So that was the book. It was a series of books. So yeah, I'm remembering this for the first time as well, because it's been a while since I played Alan Wake. One of the favourite playthroughs I've done on this channel. Oh.
What, now you can't even talk to me? I need to write something different. Something new, but nothing works. I can't take it.
Alan, you've been working on this for over 2 years. You need a break. I heard about this peaceful little town. It'll be the perfect place to clear your head.
So peaceful. It ends up being so peaceful.
So Alice convinced me to visit Bright Falls, a small, quiet town in Washington. Just what I needed. First, we stopped at the local diner to get our cabin key from the landlord.
Okay, it's all coming back to me.
As soon as I stepped in the door, the waitress, Rose, recognized me. Said she was my biggest fan, had all my books. After she made me promise her an autograph, I asked about the landlord. Rose said he must have gone to the restroom.
But she gets fucking possessed. She gets possessed. And this is where we first meet that woman that's obsessed with the light switches. Know how important she turned out to be. I'm jumping ahead. Sorry, I'll let the game do the explaining.
I checked the back of the diner. It was dark, foreboding. The kind of place that made your skin itch. That's when Barbara Jagger appeared. An older woman in a vintage funeral gown, like something out of a 1960s horror novel. She said the landlord hadn't been able to make it and handed me the cabin key. She insisted she'd come by later to check on us and to meet Alice.
So I'm assuming they're using the original graphics from the original game, because we played the remastered Alan Wake. I'm assuming that's what Alan looked like in the original game, because it's pretty trash. But
Alice and I drove through the majestic landscape to our cabin. The little wooden house stood alone on a tiny island near the shore of Cauldron Lake, in the bowl of an impressive caldera.
More games should do this, like an interactive way of a recap.
It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Are you sure you read the directions right? It's nothing like in the brochure. It said near the lake, not on it.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
So gonna be another flask around the back here. I'm on to you. Right, back here. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, let me skid. I imagine if I uploaded a Fortnite video on my channel, I would lose more than half my subscriber count. I have interest. Would anyone want to see that? I feel like no. Like that's completely different to what my channel is. This might be the closest I get.
Alan! I'm upstairs.
Creator's dilemma.
Surprise for you.
Okay. When can I start building? Where are you?
Surprise!
Alice, what is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of
Damn it,
scenery would
Alice,
get
you-
past.
Everyone keeps...
Hey! Just hear me out.
Everyone is pressuring
There's a
him for this
local
book,
doctor,
aren't they?
Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here.
That was the book.
He
I was
specializes
thinking.
now
in
you wanna
helping
get me
artists.
committed.
No, it's not like that. That's not.
Oh, did you see her?
Alan?
She was there.
Alan?
Don't! Just don't! I don't want to hear it!
Damn.
Oh no.
Damn.
When I came to, I was behind the wheel of a crash car on a forest road. I felt like I had woken up from one nightmare only to find myself in another. I remember diving in after Alice. So how was I here?
I mean, not only on a forest road, on the edge of a cliff, about to go off. This is probably doing slow step by step. I have no idea how long this is. Should have looked up, really, but it seems like we're not playing the full levels, but it's not a quick recap. Oh, episode 2 or 3. Okay, sorry. So it's fine. Ah, the fucking wonkiness here. What's going on? Oh, that's really uneasy. There we go. Yes, we started to find pages.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I'd planned to use for the next novel I'd never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. Departure by Alan Wake.
8 manuscripts as well, so they're still wanting you to collect stuff. Oh. Wait. Wait. Any more flasks? Probably already missed one.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter. I found a page of writing, but it made no sense. A fragment of some demented horror story.
Yeah, it really didn't make sense. Oh. Brilliant. Who knew I would die in this fucking Fortnite recap?
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery.
That they did, and this is when we started having scraps with people, isn't it?
I realized that the shadowy figure was the character from the page I just found, The Taken. A man taken over by a creature of supernatural darkness called the Dark Presence.
Do I have to fight? Okay. I'm not sure if there's combat in this. Oh, there's a fucking batter them. I'll be better in this than I was Alan Wake. Oh, am I making that? Oh. Cool. Never in doubt.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I would come to realize the lake does something to works of art created here. It lifts the story from the page and gives it form, turns fiction into terrible truth. The manuscript is becoming real.
There's no difference, right? Yeah, this way was the secret. I want to know which one was the right way to go. Hopefully there's not one over there as well. I don't think there is. Or is there? Do I need to check? Oh, fuck me. I can't go that way. It's fine. I got it.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. You're a patient in my clinic. Have been for a while now.
So yeah, you remember he had people that all had a talent of some sort. You had those two musicians who like played they were like Norse. They were obsessed with Norse stuff. They were really cool. There was a painter, there was a few people there, and then he wanted us there as well. Can't remember the reasons why.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman? I fell. What? No, you. I found myself stuck in Cauldron Lake Lodge, Dr. Hartman's clinic. He tried to convince me I was a patient of his, that I had imagined everything. I knew he was lying. Soon enough, his true colors would be revealed.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
The pages I'd been
No, I did
carrying
not.
with me were gone. I needed them back. They were the key to finding Alice,
Jesus.
to understanding this mystery.
Nice one. Oh, so cool. We're in the lodge. We are in the lodge. Gotta be a flask around here somewhere. Oh, page.
The Dark Presence followed the choreography laid out.
Shit. I was hoping he'd read it while I carried on moving, so Sals, you're gonna have to pause that if you want to read it. Sals about me. Alright, well, fine. I don't want to go that way anyway. Looking for flasks. Hey. Okay, one more left. Get out of here. Now this is where we confronted him. Hartman, I think. And he dies? I want to say?
I broke into Hartman's office to learn the truth. The manuscript pages were on his desk, the ones I had found and more.
There
I
he is.
confronted him, furious. He admitted he had been lying and tried to cut a deal with me. He was still trying to manipulate me, to use my writing for his own ends and to make the dark presence stronger in doing so.
Escape the clinic. Will you stop? This one gonna shut? No. Any flasks?
I dreamt of the night Alice went missing. Her screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Damn, okay. That's cool. Whoa, have I gone first person? I have.
Alice!
That's cool. Oh, we're back on the island.
In a dream, I
Whoa.
found myself back at the cabin, just like the
cool.
manuscript described. It felt like I was reliving a suppressed
I
memory,
do love first
a
person.
waking nightmare.
I know third person has its place,
This was
but
my chance to find out what had happened to Alice.
for immersion, first person for me, because playing Alan Wake, third person, I can never feel like I am that person. You know, like playing Outlast or Resident Evil 7 or anything else first person, I feel more like the person, whereas Alan Wake, I was like, well, I'm just following Alan Wake around. I'm controlling him, but I am not him, if that makes sense.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Oh, she was creepy, wasn't she? Oh, yeah, last
Under
episode.
the influence of the dark presence, I'd written a horror story,
Save Alice.
and now my own words were tearing my world apart.
Where's this?
It was using my story to grow stronger, to spread its darkness. But somehow some part of me had been
Where are
aware
you?
enough to write my own escape into the story, a way back to Cauldron Lake, to Alice.
Okay, let's keep our eyes out. We got one more flask. It's gonna be on here. I got it! He's done it! We don't talk about that, alright? Shut up. Okay. Building up to the finale. I mean, I've obviously glossed over a lot of stuff, but yeah, it is the gist. He wrote a book, he didn't realise he wrote, because of that dark presence was making him write it, and then it was getting more powerful as a result of it. You know, it's not the most simple game to understand. I think at times I did start to lose track of what was going on, but it's brilliant nonetheless. So we're going to have to help each other understand the plot for the second game, because I'm sure I'll need help with you in the comments saying how you interpreted it, because it's usually different and more correct than how I
The
interpreted it.
story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I'd written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
Yes. let's get up there then.
Jagger was waiting for me, but I wasn't afraid. I had light on my side. I was ready. I fought Jagger with the light, shattered the darkness inside her. She was gone. But this was a horror story, and the ending had not yet been written.
Damn.
There'd be a price to pay.
There she is. There's Alice. I mean, she's been in there for a while. How's it sound?
There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price.
What did happen to Alan? I can't even remember.
Alice was safe, but the balance had to be kept.
Go to the study.
I'd taken her place. A small price to pay.
I'd taken her
I was
place.
trapped here, in the dark place, outside reality.
My memory is bad, but is it that bad? I forgot that that's how the game ended.
If I wanted to escape, I would have to start writing again. A new story. A sequel to Departure.
Alan Wake 2.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. Return by Alan.
That's the last manuscript. Got them all.
The dark presence is out there. It's hunting me. Its spies are always watching. It's trying to catch me.
Wait, is this the beginning again?
One of the ones. It's stealing from me.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Stealing my identity. It wants to be me. Replace me. Twisted version
No, it's
of
not.
me. Scratch. Mr. Scratch. It's slithering into the story. Once it's in the story, I have to use it to keep the story true. It got in. I have to make the story darker now. But that gives it power. That's bad. I don't want that. But I have no choice. It's an arms race. All right, now keep it together. Damn it. I'll be the first one to cross the finish line.
So it sounds like there's a dark version of himself called Mr. Scratch. Interesting. All right, well, that is the Fortnite's version of the recap. They worked with Remedy, so yeah, it's not just Fortnite doing their version of it. But yeah, what do you think? This video will go out the day before Alan Wake 2 releases. Annoyingly, I'm away. I'm traveling the day of release, and I'm away the whole weekend, so I'm not going to be able to play the game until the week after. So I'll put this up the day before, just so everyone's up to date with what happened before. And yeah, I'll just try and get content of it up as soon as I can. And yeah, let me know what you thought of it. And like the video so YouTube knows you enjoyed my content. And that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.